Hello everyone, I am Bhumika. I am presently working as a legal intern under Lexis and Company, a law firm. I am from Reva University, Bangalore, pursuing BLLB Honors second year. So quickly let us start off today's topic for the discussion. Today's topic for the discussion will be contract of indemnity. So if you guys know, if you have heard about contract of indemnity, please comment in the comment section. And also, to start off with, this contract of indemnity is given under Indian Contract Act of 1872. And what does this indemnity means is that indemnity is such that when there is any loss caused to one person, then the other person will compensate that losses, or he will compensate for that damages. So where can we see this type of contract of indemnity is that when there is any agreement or when there is any special contract as such, and it comes between between parties who are there in special relationship, say it like principal and agent, employer and employee, and also we can say that principal and agent or employer and employee, master and servant. So these are the like special relationships wherein this contract of indemnity will come in, and these parties will sign this contract of indemnity so that if the subordinate is facing any loss in the course of his employment or while doing the orders by his senior or the superior, and he will face any such loss or damages, then he can claim that by the superior. So the person who will give this damages or who will compensate for this damages, he will be called as indemnifier, and the person who will be benefited by this, he will be called as indemnity holder. Okay. So now, after knowing what is this indemnity, contract of indemnity, we will see that legal provisions that this in contract of indemnity is mentioned under section 124 of the Indian Contract Act. This says that the indemnifier, he will or he or she will indemnify the indemnity holder for the losses which have been caused by indemnifier himself or any other third party. Okay, so this is the thing which is given in this section. And also there is one famous case in this indemnity, contract of indemnity. I will like to say that to you guys so that it will be interesting and you'll get a clear clarity about this contract of indemnity as such. So the case is Adams versus Jarvis. It is very old case, and so in this case, Adamson was a auctioneer. Okay, so he will sell things or animals or any such things in auction. Jarvis, he bought a cattle and gave it to Adamson and instructed that to sell this cattle in auction. And Adamson also accepted that and he sold that in auction. But later Adamson came to know that Jarvis was not the real owner of that cattle. So that time what happened? Then later the real owner of the cattle sued Adamson for the damages which have been occurred. Then in return what Adamson did, that Adamson in return again sued Jarvis for the damages which have been caused for him for selling that cattle in the auction. So court observed that Adamson was doing that auction or auctioned that cattle due to the instructions of Jarvis. So Jarvis is in the place of superior and Adamson in the subordinate. So the damages which was caused need to be given by or need to be compensated by Jarvis himself. So the court ordered that Jarvis is the indemnifier in this case and Adamson is indemnity holder. So by following that instruction, Adamson and Jarvis came into a special relationship wherein the contract started. Okay, so when he followed that instructions. So this is one famous case. So I hope you guys understood what is this contract of indemnity clearly. And one more nature of this contract of indemnity is that the loss which has been caused by human agency due to the human acts, only that loss will be compensated. This is to be keep in the mind. Next, when we look into the rights of the indemnity holder, it is mentioned under section 125 of the Indian Contract Act. That is, it is to say that section 125 says that all the losses which the indemnity holder has occurred, he can claim it by the indemnifier, and also the other extra charges for the court proceedings or any such thing, the lawyer fee, the court fee, any such thing also can be claimed by the indemnifier himself. Okay, so these are the things which is related to this contract of indemnity. So I hope you guys understood this concept very well by the case laws I have cited and the example I have given. So hope I have made justice to this topic, that is contract of indemnity. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.